our morning crash, I guess. Hopefully, it'll be our last crash. Again, I'm pretty sure this can go to 30. Reaper question mark. Try and hold. Alright. Let's get back to it. Sorry, I was getting the LFM back up. And I'm pretty sure the in-game chat's broken.
Sounds like your luck.
Actually, not that big of a deal, but... And I let my hireling die. Idiot. Okay. That makes me so mad. So I had a meta moment today, also.
Okay.
I feel like I understood what that my Indian doctor was trying to tell me when he let me know that I was full of fire.
You are full of fire.
Full of fire. So I figured out that like this meta moment happened where I realized that I do a pretty good job of keeping my emotions well under control, except when my head hurt. And when my head hurt, I had learned at an early that anger often masks that pain. So like as my head hurt more, I leaned on the one emotion that I tapped into the most often of anger to like let that pain slide away, and it corresponded with how much pain I was feeling. I just had this meta moment of like, holy shit, I'm full of fire.
Oh, look at that. You figured it out.
I figured it out.
You figured it out.
It only took like forever. So I'm talking to the wife. I'm like, I think I figured something out. It's time that we like sit down with some really clear-cut guided meditation and go ham. Alright, I got 3 of us and a hireling, is that correct? This is all of us? Human, fakey. Alright, let's go. Voices on. Like we had another person, but maybe I cray.
You're probably cray.
I don't know if you know this, but Fajiha has joined the channel again. That's Eli. I don't know if you know Eli very well or not.
I don't think so.
But Eli's back for some Dungeons and Dragons Online. It's pretty funny. I actually thought he was another guildie, playing that character, and he like comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, generous guild leader." I'm like, "This is not who I thought you were." Hey guys, guess who's been reestablished to the chat server? Like, totally hello.
Was it you?
It was me.
Ah, amazing. I'm gonna be sad when all Questing Beast rotates, though.
That card can go away.
There's
As
a lot
fun as Eldraine was, the world and the power level of the cards
are ridiculous.
that came out of there makes sense in my mind that Oko exists. That is like the most overpowered block of Magic in a really long time.
Probably ever.
No, Urza Saga.
The Saga's not even that like prevalent right now. It's played in one deck.
No. Urza Saga the
You're talking
block.
the block. Okay, you're talking the block.
Some of the most powerful Magic the Gathering cards ever in existence happened in there. Oh. Do I dare even try to get my web browser back up to see what's going on with the chat? Probably the chat is completely left us. Failure on a 13. Okay. Does anyone have a big diplomacy by chance? I don't think I brought my diplomacy item with me. I usually have my green steel. Just like by happenstance still. Oh, 36? No, I'm a 40. Yeah, no, I'm a 40. Alright, I guess we're not getting it then. Oh, you got it? No, this bluff is not that high. There we go. Alright, I got it. Apparently I had to roll well. I need to remember to carry that charisma item from now on, I guess. Some of my big old pink doggo. Hey, chat, I'm back. Look at that. Everything's actually starting to come up again. Are we spamming everybody to death on Twitter? No, not yet. Okay, good. I've been having that issue more and more since this update, basically. And somebody else was telling me that they've been struggling a little bit with it also. So it makes me think it's not just me being cray. Yeah. Hey, did we cast the right spell this time? I think we did. Holy guacamole.
Look at you doing things correctly.
I mean, sometimes you find the right balance of medication and you get all that you're looking for, but no downside. And sometimes you miscalculate and there's a whole lot of upside and a whole lot of downside. I'm in one of those phrases at the moment. So hopefully no important decisions need to happen in the next 25 minutes.
I have a very important decision within the next second here.
No!
How dare I?
Hey, welcome. We're in Crucible. I'm gonna let somebody else collect these. Anyone who has experience with this quest, wink. Alright, you're the man.
That changes everything. Would like for you to take 5 damage, please.
Yeah, I'll miss this window here. Alright. Brain, please click a button. I don't care which button. Just pick a button and click it. badmin in this hole. There we go. Perfect. Alright, I again, please. Not that way. Not that way. I think this means we can just eat this experience, throw this in the garbage. Okay. No, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that we needed to do it. I thought someone said they had K. K again, please. I was also dealing with some guild things. All right, Nate. Kagan. I need at least one local person so my conscience is clear. And nobody else has actually volunteered to locally to sign up for the thing.
You mean like be part of your make a ban list or whatever?
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh, okay. I thought that one was Bat. You should already had Bat. We just need to go to Snake, right? Over by Inn.
So what they do is they actually rotate what crest is found in what location, so it's not like it's always the same in each location.
Oh, no, I just looked at it, is all. I just misread it. So I guess I'm an idiot. Or misclicked on the thing, something. No, I just thought I physically read it earlier. Went, oh, that one's Bat, and ran past it. Alright, anyway. What the
I mean,
hell?
yeah, that's fine. I'll do it. I don't care.
So, my general thinking is as wide open as possible.
My general
But
thinking
I
is
really
no
like.
proxies,
I agree, no proxies.
and then
I feel like a unified spell pool.
I feel like you can have your everyone's all about their combo, right? They're like,
Mhm.
oh, like you want to have it, that's fine, but I don't think you should be able to search for it.
Yeah, that's kind of
draw
what I
into
said
it.
too.
You draw into it, then you're good to go.
Yeah, you find it. You can find a
Fine.
drawing or.
You can draw, you can do all kinds, like, but no searching. Sorry.
Yeah, I think the only search would be like for land. Land fixing, land tutors, land. You know what I mean? That still means certain things like. I don't even know what. Is shapeshift even a thing?
I don't
Yeah, I don't know either. It's just,
But that's where I'm at with it. People were like,
I think you and I are on the same page then.
people were so upset with our not consistent list. I'm like, well, I asked people that were here what they thought, and you all did nothing but complain about. So,
Well, and I think that's, again, part of the reason that we set up the first initial go and people can... Alright, we got a deal. Like we did that first one that had that other list, proxies, checking all that stuff. Right, now I'm just like... feel like we can be patient. Give it another shot, be wide open, see how that feels. If they people show up. Oh my god, I missed the floor. Just missed my jump. Just missed my jump by like a toe. If I could grab that ledge, I would have grabbed it.
Oh, but I'm just getting breakables. You don't have to talk for me. You can help them.
It's very aggravating.
At least you're trying to get breakables.
Anyway, Greed Lord. I think I like that monk deck. That one that we built the other morning. I don't know if how much I like it in the sense that I would spend money to put it together, but I feel like that would be a fun deck to kind of play around with.
really weird that you would not take the one. I guess it's free. Every
Here's mine.
fucking removal spell part. Which I need
Need a spanking? Ooh la
to
la.
quit swearing.
Ooh la la. Yeah, well, it's a hard habit. Even SpongeBob, they use that dolphin language. Hey, welcome. We are currently in Crucible. Probably gonna jump over to like Madstone next.
Every removal spell.
Alright, this is how I want to do this. There's 3 of us. We just look at it and we go.
Now I continuously draw lands. That seems fair. Good job, game. Alright, another land. I love it.
Yeah, 3. Okay, yeah. Making sure that I was in fact correct there. Did they get it? They get the other ones? They did. Alright, sweet. Look at it, I'm like, I think those are right. I think. Hard to tell. Poof. 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 Someone be sure to open the back lever. I'd appreciate it. Somebody keeps casting Featherfall on me, and that person has to die.
That person knows how to play the game.
No.
Well, it depends on the game you're playing, and if it's irritate,
If it's irritate me,
irritate Samus.
then success.
We found the winner. Found the winner. I don't think I'm winning this one.
I think we may have found the culprit. The culprit may be in chat with us, everybody.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Who would that be?
It's like a Valtyr?
Oh. Well, he's playing the right game, it sounds like.
Definitely a game for all all ages, right?
Yeah. You take Samus. Let's go.
Let's go, baby! Alright, we're gonna pick up this Horn of Power. I'm gonna pick up this key. I don't know why, but I'm feeling lucky today, so we're gonna do it.
Seems fair.
We're going to get this extra chest. Hi! Look at that race. You very nearly got a good finish. Second place. Not just the first loser, but second.
Playing a Lurus deck.
Chat all of a sudden it's gonna be like, alright, the Zerg is on, old man, let's go. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm about. Zerg race. I wish I was independently wealthy so I could just like give people codes for like beating me in a race to the end of the quest. Like, oh no, got it. So beat me to the end of the quest. If I get there at the same time as you, then you lost. You got to finish well before me.
Well, now we're splitting hairs. A win's a win, whether it's right.
Well, I mean,
or
my point is that you have to do the quest with me, so I could be done with the quest also. If you have figured out a faster way to do a quest than I have, then please teach me. Teach me.
I will be really glad when this deck rotates out.
So yesterday, one of the artists that I follow on Twitter tweeted out, I spend every day in constant fear of Amazon women kidnapping me, taking them back to their tropical island, and having their way with me repeatedly. This is my worst nightmare. I hope this never, ever, ever comes true.
Hey, it won't. Don't worry.
I think he was kind of like calling out on the old irony gods there for a second, and I tweeted back that it's okay, my friend. I could give him the Facebook link to our Amazonian phobia support group, and then if he joined, it would be 2 members in this group. But
I'd like to join.
yeah, 3 members now. But it's gotten quite a few like retweets and likes and whatnot. My Twitter keeps going.
Keeps tweeting it, huh?
Well, it just lets you know that it has been retweeted. It releases those serotonins, right? And then Twitter becomes the most important thing in the world. And
No, that's why you just don't water. You just avoid that altogether, and you'll be happy.
nope,
Sure.
that's not. We have been taught by the Twitterverse to look for
I
our.
have not been taught anything by the Twitterverse.
Oh. Sorry, you've never learned from the Twitterverse. The Twitterverse loves you. Would like you to be accepted inside them.
I feel
Join the
like
Twitterverse collective.
I feel like the Twitterverse is nothing but hateful people, so.
It's not the case.
Not
Those are
all.
some of the louder voices, I will agree, that they can float to the top. I think I picked up 3 keys, the gold key and miscellaneous 2 keys here. Do it, baby, voice. I apparently don't have that one. I have this one though. Alright, does anyone else want to go for the underwater chest? I'm feeling especially lucky. If not, feel free to jump over and get started on Madstone. I'll be right there. Just need to know if I need to go last and gather soul stones or not. So, really pretty sore today from the doing the push-up routine.
Yeah.
But I will say, adding that +1 today was pretty easy. I did not foresee it kind of coming together so quickly there, I guess. We only added 1, right?
Yeah.
So, and of course that means that today we will cross 50 push-ups today in our quest to get to 100 push-ups a day.
Ate every removal spell and why am I playing like against every removal spell dot deck? The last like 4 decks in a row. I could you could not.
Sometimes you just get lucky. That's all. You play against every removal spell on deck. It's weird. I would literally say that removal is like way down.
I was gonna make it, but the lag is gonna put me in maze, so I'm just gonna skip it for now.
This is something I'm a little interested in. Right. I'm sorry, I was reading something else. It's just the two of us? Alright. Strim Tom apparently just released the 5 problems that must be fixed in DDO, and I'm really kind of curious what his thoughts might be, because I suspect that they are not the same 5 as I would list. Yeah, we could do a higher Reaper, that's fine.
Holy Jesus, you hit me better. Basically all 3 of my two drops.
Oh, no. You can take them, but good, congrats, that's pretty sweet. Hawkeye is trending. Hopefully all only good things. I'm really looking forward to this series. Apparently it's going to be based off around that first season of the there's a comic book run, a Hawkeye comic book run that I really liked. Apparently it's going to be based around it. And I really like both of the actors in that. I like Jeremy Reiner, I think is his name, and Seinfeld. I think that's her name. Haley Seinfeld. Right, off to Madstone.
Okay. I'm over.
Yep, Madstone. And we had a request to go up to like R3. I think that's probably fine if no one has any complaints. Just have to keep a little bit closer together. The average party level is like 24 or something.
Which teleporter?
This is a place to avoid. The crater here will drive you mad, and only
The
death
crater here will drive you mad.
on a bluff high above the giant shifter.
Okay. currently 102 on our DC. I think with the Bard in the group, and we go ahead and spike an in pot. I think we can get high enough to PK in here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I feel more like a sniper on this build. Or what exactly. But I certainly feel like I stand very far away and I make things go bye-bye. To say that felt pretty good. Oh, blah blah. Naders, we should be having a conversation about something, anything.
I'm sorry, I was again upset with how much removal my opponent actually had.
Oh.
They just had it. Well, it was mono red, so I mean, do what you. It is what it is, but at the same time, it's like you can't not. And then they hit their what is it? The rogue that's like steals your stuff, and they hit everything that I would like to have drawn. They're like, hey, would you like to have drawn this? Too bad, I get it instead.
Yeah. The things that let you play your friends or your opponent's deck or whatever, a lot of people are saying that feels bad. It feels bad. I don't know how I would feel about it. I feel like I've had people play play cards off of my deck in the past and not been a huge fan, but
Hold on, my grandma's here.
oh, someone's going for a ride. Nate's grandma comes and takes his dog for a walk and stuff every day. It's her grandbaby of sorts, I believe.
Alright, I'm back.
Did she pick up her grandbaby?
Yeah, normally.
Yeah, I was just telling people that she comes by and picks up your dog for walks and stuff for you. She's like your that's your grandbaby.
It's her great grandbaby.
Great grandbaby, huh?
Because she's my grandmother.
Oh man.
That's how that works, right?
She could be. She definitely doesn't want to be no rolling moss. Or rolling stone. I don't know how to put it. I've been using the analogy of the rolling stone with my mother-in-law so much lately. My wife and I talk, and it's like, feels like she's dropped so far. She just keeps letting herself go.
I mean, can't fix other people.
Oh, you can.
No, can't.
You can, but there's only one solution. The final solution, if you were to ask the DDO quest in here. The Storm Reaper. Anyway.
Oh man. Wish I had a mana.
PK that guy, PK that guy. Shoot that guy in the face with a Force Dagger. Okay. Feels good. I don't think we actually killed any of the things that we talked about. At least we tried. And that's what matters.
It is what matters.
Yeah. Trying. Pretending to try.
I do that every day.
That, and I think those guys are immune to PK. I think we're on the do our best to make it hurt plan. These guys are all immune to fear and shenanigans because giants or some shite. I'd like to see more aura spells. I feel like that'd be strong in DDO. And a popular choice. So anyway, I was watching this this week's DDO cast, and they had the devs on, and
they said Samus.
well, I mean, they didn't get specific like that, but they did they talked about some stuff, and one of the things that they're mostly talking about is the upcoming change to the post level 20 world, right, with the Epic Destiny stuff. And I've had this opinion for a while of it seems like they're taking their greatest success, throwing it in the garbage, and trying to make a new one.
I mean,
and that feels very dangerous to me. It could be a game killer, right, if it's not done really well. So my position has been very consistently one of like, well, we'll have to just see how it goes.
Give me a second, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
And we'll finish this.
Alright, I will do my best to keep my brain on track. Oh my gosh, were you a champion in there? You were. Alright. Let's get out of here. Gross. Gotta go do part 2 without even the fun middle part to do. It's fine.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, so where was I? So, the devs, right? So I'm watching the devs, and they started making a couple of comments about how these changes are necessary to, they specifically used the phrase prevent a problem in this area, right? And I was like, oh, because one of the things that I have a problem with DDO again is that they seem to, in my opinion, not think through an issue all the way. They'll like think it through to a certain spot and they're like, ah, it's good enough or whatever. So things like the TR system, for example, and the TR cache. Well, they don't like that people turn that into a long-term storage dump. It's like, well, that is something that was obvious when we got the system that people were going to do that. Like it was very obvious. In fact, I bet somebody said that it would turn into that in the forums. In fact, I remember seeing posts to that effect. So like, it's not like it was a secret. It just was something that they didn't think about. Well, now they're kind of demonstrating a little bit more that they have been thinking through problems and stuff like that. So it's the first time I've really felt confidence that the team might actually Be
You
thinking,
okay?
be thinking things through really deeply.
The seer turns
I mean, not that they haven't done that before, but my confidence in them in the past has not been as high as it probably could be. And now that my confidence has been boosted quite substantially.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was trying to... I don't know if it came across that way, but... I don't know.
I just figured they were sitting there talking about how they dislike your face.
Well, I mean, they definitely said that.
I imagine that's exactly what. That's the reason you keep having the issue with your computer locking you out.
Yeah, that's probably it.
They literally programmed in to their code, make sure it messes with damn Mr. Robo's computer.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's a user ID, right? Account ID. They
well,
know. Somebody out there knows.
Somebody knows.
Somebody knows.
I mean, that's the only logical explanation, right?
No, not at all. Not in the top.
Close?
Not even the top 100.
I bet it's even within the top 5.
I think if I was developing a big game like this, and I'm not saying that I would even do this, but it would be a situation of really thinking through a problem. Would you be able to like figure out somebody's account and then tweak the numbers against them in the hopes that they kind of decide that it's the game's too hard or too difficult or something? Especially like game developers, or not other game developers, like problematic people, but like reviewers or people who complain that the game's too easy. You could go in there and like customize the gameplay for those people.
Would be interesting. Probably not very doable.
If you were to build it in from the core, like an extra layer of scaling based off of a variable or something that you could set based off of that account information, you totally could do it. Adding it now after the fact, it would have to be added now at this exact time where they're going back and working on the scaling math. Also, and this is too much for them to be thinking about, but if you're going to go play around with the scaling math in DDO right now, would it take how much more extra effort and time would it take to be able to level scale? Like have some of those numbers kind of figured out to level scale a little bit. So like my level 30 person can come and play with you, my level 20 or my level 14 person friend.
Yeah.
And if they haven't thought about it, why are they not thinking about it?
It would make things easier.
Some sort of process for that anyway, right? Like setting the groundwork to be able to scale, level scale. If you're taking the time to figure these things out now, you might as well figure them all out.
I'm saying, I think other games have something similar to that, where the person that is of the higher level, what happens is they end up
Well, they usually get scaled down.
they
Yeah.
end up shrinking, right? They end up like, so if you're a 20 and they're 25, they lose like 2 or 3 levels.
Yeah, I feel like
And
in
it's
DDO,
really
it would be the
Yeah.
opposite. It would be easier to do the opposite in DDO, I feel.
Up the level of
You take the littlest person and raise them up. But you have to be careful because that's also where things can get really crazy. And that's, again, where you have to be looking at percentage-based damage instead of whatnot. So, like, because of the scale and the stats or whatever, this monster were to do 200 points of damage to this creature that had 1,000 hit points, it would do this much damage. But then, when that scales up to the corresponding ratio for the monster that you just hit, where does that like what kind of damage is that, or how much damage is that, and that number needs to adjust, so that feels right and good. And that, again, I think where things get really tough. It might be more correct that it only scales down. I feel like it's more often the case that someone is gonna want to jump up though to be able to like do a raid or something. Like if I was level 5, I was doing a TR, I just finished my loop through through the Feywild stuff, and I wanted like upscale for to do the raid with my friends. Like that seems like it makes sense to me. And maybe if it's processor expensive or something, then you have to make it on a timetable, or like there's a whole slew of things that need to be thought through before you can make this work done. But you have to start the groundwork soon. Here, if you guys let me, I'll go up top and get all the things aggroed on me, and we can just kill this stuff on the bottom. But if people run up there and kill everything, then they can just kill all day. I don't care.
This quest is fun.
Which quest is that?
What you're doing?
Madstone? I don't dislike it. I know a lot of people dislike it because it's long.
Well, it's long and it's not the best thing to do on your own.
Yeah, it's certainly not a friendly quest for that. Come on, change your aggro. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they're killing. I'll go work on the optional. Looks like people are going to kill up here forever, so we'll let people that want to kill. I'll go help you with the optional. I don't know. I think it would definitely breathe a nice amount of fresh air into the game, lessening the hurdle between new players and old players. It's one of the things that they're talking about being a real challenge is the is that some of the levels there are no decisions to be made. They don't feel good, particularly in the epics, stuff like that. And I think that's a good thing to change. I just don't like the Epic Destiny work being done to do it, because that's a system that is tried and true and does good work. That it could grow into what you need it to go, as opposed to strip it out, use it for parts. Is what I feel like the analogy would be that they're doing right now. I can't dance him while you run him away from me. Wow, thanks, me. I don't want to Undeath to Death one thing. Let's pull them together for a second. I'm going to Undeath to Death here. Well, I got two. Two, but the last guy got me. Ah, very aggravating. Really? I don't think the spell landed. very aggravating. Right. See if any of these guys are gonna be okay, or they're gonna be big butts. It's like butts. Alright. Oh, hell. Why are my spells not going off? See, damages. That's why this it's still not the best, but it's better than none by a lot.
Just in time, says Cora. Look, the gate to the spire's gone down, and a horde of maddening monsters is coming through it. The last giant is nine dwarfed under our madness spell.
Quite a few like whales, PKs, etc. going through there. Pretty nice. Wordlings, perhaps. I don't know if that's a DDO spell or not. It's like a mass PK. Weird. Alright. Boom, boom, damn, dams. Really hopes these spell things hurt him. I'm not actually there we go. I'm not actually sure. If that's actually injuring him. It's got a level 4 spell on here. I would assume that this fan, like, it conjures a physical bleeding thing, right? Like a force thing? Like that should hit.
Yeah, I gotta find me something to eat.
I'm jealous now.
Yeah, you should be.
I am. Get some food.
Later.
Later, bud.
Bye.
Right, trial by fire? Whatever the little walk-up one is over here.
Used to hide their dirty tricks. A curse upon their heads.
Let's go, baby.